Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Good For Us. We give you the latest cricket news, and in this video, the latest PSL updates. We will be covering the PSL daily on this channel. If not, we'll be doing a collaboration with Ginger Sports with Sohaib as well, doing weekly catch-ups and things like that. So this is going to be an absolutely brilliant league because I've been excited for covering the entire PSL. I did the IPL late last year. I did the playoffs for the PSL. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic. So let's get down to it. As you can see there, this is the current roster that we have, but there are some amendments in here as we have found out about recently. As you can see, we have mostly the full squads, but there are some inclusions and some exclusions. Colin Munro, Chris Jordan, and Reece Topley will not be joining the Islamabad United squad. Fawad Ahmed, Paul Sterling, and Ali Khan, an exciting player from the US who's played in many leagues now and has done a fairly decent job. He will be joining the Islamabad United squad. In terms of the Quetta Gladiators, Chris Gale is going to be partially replaced by Faf du Plessis, which is an amazing replacement. Goodness me. And then for the Peshawar ZALMI, Liam Livingston is out of the PSL, and Tom Kohler-Cadmore is in. Don't know much about Cadmore. However, I'm glad there are logical replacements for all of these players who would not be able to attend the PSL this season. Now, if we get down to each individual squad, so let's start off with the champions from PSL 5, Karachi Kings. Right. So as you can see, that's the team that they have, and they have a pretty damn good side, right? As you can see there, we have the Karachi Kings squad on your screen. They've actually swapped Alex Hales for Colin Ingram from Islamabad United, so we'll get to that as well. But in first look, this side does look pretty damn good. They don't have Alex Hales. They've swapped Alex Hales with Colin Ingram to Islamabad United. In terms of their batting, it looks pretty stacked. They've got Shajil Khan, Babar Azam, as mentioned, Colin Ingram. They have Muhammad Nabi, who is a new player they've added into their squad, who is an absolute beast of a player, no joke. And with the ball, with the bat, everything. So definitely a very good pick for Karachi Kings. And another player right underneath him is Dan Christian. This guy is a T20. I don't want to call him a legend yet because he's still playing, but he's becoming a T20 legend. Plays in almost every franchise, or has played in every franchise, and has actually won 3 different titles with 3 different teams in those franchise leagues at least. So he is a very, very good addition to the Karachi Kings squad. There's some other returning names. The captain, Imad Wasim, right there. Just want to add, Muhammad Nabi and Imad Wasim played together just now in the BBL for Melbourne Renegades. So they have some sort of chemistry. They both bowl a bit, they both bat, and when they bat big. So definitely they can smash it, and that duo will be very, very crucial to the Karachi Kings. We've got Chadwick Walton as potentially their main wicketkeeper, and then a lot of the normalcy that we see with the brilliance that is Karachi Kings. We have Mohammad Amir, we have Waqas Maqsood, we have Arshad Iqbal, all of who have done very, very well in the previous season and domestically have played very well. Mohammad Amir, not so much domestically. However, he has been a crucial part of this Karachi Kings squad. We have Mohammad Ilyas. He's actually moved from MULTAN Sultans, and he will be an exciting addition to this squad. Unsure if they'll actually start off with him, but he is someone they should definitely look at. Very good player. In terms of the emerging side, they've gone with Qasim Akram, who everyone is calling potentially the next Shoaib Malik, especially with the way he spins the ball and the way he bats. He's a very, very good all-rounder, and he comes in late and finishes innings off. Speaking of finishing innings off, we have Danish Aziz with Karachi Kings. Are you kidding me? Danish Aziz have been absolutely prolific over the course of the last 6 to 8 months. Definitely, I've been very impressed with the way he has actually played domestically. And last but not least, we have Noor Ahmed, who is a supplementary player, who is a young lad from Afghanistan, but is very, very talented. Played in the BBL earlier this year. And then we have the Quetta Gladiators, who will be going at it in the first match of PSL 6 against Karachi Kings, the team that we've just spoken about on Saturday. We have the usual people, right? We talked about this. You have Sarfraz Ahmed, you have Ben Cutting, you have Mohammad Asnan, Mohammad Nawaz, You have Naseem Shah, Azam Khan. The list goes on. Anwar Ali, goodness me, this side looks absolutely stacked, but there are some brilliant names in this team as well. As you can see there, we have two big hitters right at the top of the batting lineup. We have Chris Gale and we have Tom Banton. Potentially both of them opening will be an absolute, fireworks show. We do realize that Chris Gale is only partially available, so the perfect replacement would be someone like Faf du Plessis, who is just that good. With the bowling side of things, again, I've said this multiple times now. I think the best bowling attack, in my opinion, in terms of pace bowling, is Quetta Gladiators. They have Mohammad Hasnan, they have Usman Shinwari, they have Naseem Shah, they have Dale Steyn, they have Anwar Ali, right? Then in the spinners, they have Zahid Mahmood, they have Qais Ahmed, who's also a very, very young prospect from Afghanistan. On top of that, they have Mohammad Nawaz, and they also have Arish Ali Khan. Check out my interview with him. I'll leave the link up here somewhere. But definitely this bowling lineup looks pretty stacked. The batting looks a little weak. As we said, again, after those first 3 or 4 batsmen, there's not much to hold in terms of the pure batsman side of things. They have all-rounders, Mohammad Nawaz, Anwar Ali, Ben Cutting, right? You could even put Qais Ahmed in that bracket, but definitely their batting is a bit lacking, but their bowling is absolutely stacked. It's amazing that they actually got Dale Steyn, which is just a wonderful achievement. Honestly, Dale Steyn has been one of the best bowlers in the world over the past 10, 12 years. Even if he doesn't get a chance to play in the 11, his experience, his mindset can be translated across to those 3 Pakistani bowlers who will definitely need it: Naseem Shah, Usman Shinwari, and Mohammad Hasnan. If we go down to Peshawar Zalmi, they don't have a bad squad either. There's one person in there who will not be there for the entire journey of this specific tournament, which is David Miller. As we know, he's only going to be here for half the tournament. Right now, he's going to go back, or he has already arrived in South Africa. And then when he will return after the domestic tournament, T20 tournament, that is finished over there. We can see Ahmad Butt is a new inclusion to their squad. Everyone else is pretty much the same. But one of the big points I really want to mention, again, another Afghanistan bowler, right? He is one of the best T20 bowlers around the world right now, and that is Mujibur Rahman. I'm glad Peshawar Zalmi got in because they needed a bowler. They needed a spinner, a wicket-taking option. They needed someone to bowl in the power play and even sometimes in the middle and the death, because he is such a top-class bowler. They have Kamran Akmal. Oh my goodness, Kamran Akmal is still going strong with an amazing batting and keeping tenure in the back. We have Haider Ali, who's a very, very exciting player. Unfortunately, not performed as well as we would have liked for Pakistan, but for Peshawar Zalmi, he can definitely do the business. Liam Livingstone, as I mentioned, is going to be replaced by Cadmore. He'll be one of the starting foreign players. Unsure as of yet, but Liam Livingstone not being there for Peshawar Zalmi will be a huge blow to them. We have Umaid Asif, a brilliant bowler, one of the pace bowlers who bowled Karachi Kings to victory in the final of PSL 5. They have Saqib Mahmood. He's not going to be available for the entirety of the PSL from what I hear. But if he is, he would be a great inclusion. Otherwise, that's great that Saqib Mahmood will be able to join Peshawar Zalmi. Imam ul Haq is in there. And again, Imam ul Haq might not be fully fit. We are unsure of that as of this moment. But if he is fit, that would be fantastic. And he'd probably be opening the batting with someone like Kamran Akmal and then Haider Ali at 3. Ravi Bopara in this side as well. What a batsman he's been. Not just a batsman, what an all-rounder he's been over the course of the last 10, 15 years in T20 cricket. What a T20 phenomenon, honestly. And last, but definitely not the least, I did not talk about Shoaib Malik and Wahab Riaz, right? These two are the pillars of Peshawar Zalmi, and definitely the entire team, in my personal opinion, does build around them. Shoaib Malik as their senior batsman, and then Wahab Riaz as their senior bowler. This is a very strong side. Let's see how it goes in terms of the PSL this season. Now, if we go to the next slide, we've got Islamabad United. Right. Biggest name on there, Hassan Ali. Right. Hassan Ali has been drafted to Islamabad United. The energy he has, the type of player he is, it's just fantastic. Him with Shadab Khan will be a sight for sore eyes, because I've been waiting for those two to bowl together for quite some time. It's been quite a while, I must say. So Hassan Ali's in there. Alex Hales is now in Islamabad United. He has been in such good form in the BBL. Alex Hales is the highest scorer from this season's BBL. I think he scored 543 runs, which is just amazing. He's in good form, and I feel bad for Karachi Kings, but definitely excited about him joining the Islamabad United squad. They have players like Lewis Gregory, who is a very decent all-rounder who has been in the BBL and looked in okay form. Phil Salt is a person who can smash the ball all over the place. Khan has been very good in the PSL, and hopefully we can see a bit more of him developing even further. And then Akif Javed, he's been in and out of the PSL, but very exciting prospect for sure. Asif Ali and Hussain Talib, they just played for Pakistan as of late against South Africa. However, not performed there, but domestically, both of these players are very, very capable. Hussain Talib, one of the best batsmen in the Islamabad side for sure. Asif Ali, a finisher. Rohail Nazir, oh, I can't believe I didn't even talk about him. Rohail Nazir is the pick after Hassan Ali for Islamabad United. These two are the biggest names, in my personal opinion, from the Pakistani side of things in Islamabad United, because Rohail Nazir can bat and he is their wicketkeeper, which is going to be great. He might just open with someone like Alex Hales at the top of the order. Who knows? But he's definitely one of those guys who can bat anywhere in that order. Now, Reece Topley, Colin Monroe, and Chris Jordan, as mentioned before, they will not be with the squad, and they do have replacements, which we've already spoken about. But Fawad Ahmed, Paul Sterling, and Ali Khan will come in as replacement for those three. We have Iftikhar Ahmed, we have Zafar Gohar. Mohammad Wasim Jr. is a very good player. I've seen a bit of him in this domestic season for Pakistan, and he looks very exciting. Ahmed Safi Abdullah, also an exciting prospect. Can't wait to see Islamabad United play, because as you may already know, I'm supporting Islamabad in this PSL. Then we get to Multan Sultans. Right, this is the shocker, right? Shan Masood led this side to basically the playoffs, but now he's been relieved of his captaincy duties and been given over to Mohammad Rizwan. Yes, Mohammad Rizwan is a new addition to Multan Sultans. His wicket-keeping is fantastic, and his batting form right now is exquisite, right? He's absolutely killing it with the bat, so maybe that's the reason why they've gone for him. I feel bad for Shan Masood. I don't think he did anything wrong. He batted well. He captained the side pretty well as well. So I don't know why they've gone with that. But because Rizwan has hit that form, it kind of makes sense why they want to go with the flow and go with the most, exciting player at this very moment. Now, if we go look down on that list, we see three leg spinners. We see Imran Tahir, Usman Qadir, and obviously Shahid Afridi. I would love if all three of them can play and start off for Multan Sultans. I don't see it happening, but if they do, that would be absolutely brilliant, because that shows an exciting and aggressive mindset for sure. They have Adam Lyth. Oh my goodness. Adam Lyth in the Vitality T20 Blast was absolutely amazing. He was bashing everything all over the place. You have James Vince, who hasn't had the best BBL, but did have a couple of spectacular innings, so can't count him out whatsoever. Chris Lynn and Riley Russo in the same side. Multan Sultans looks so strong. I'm not even kidding you. They have Khushal Shah, again, not performed internationally, but was one of the highest six hitters in the world in T20s last year. So he does have some pedigree. You have players like Carlos Brathwaite and Imran Khan Sr. in the supplementary. But a player I really want to talk about, Shahnawaz Dhani, right? This kid, for lack of a better term, has done a very, very good job domestically. He played very well in the Qadi Trophy. Unfortunately, in the Pakistan Cup, he wasn't able to build the same type of reputation that he did earlier on in the season, but still a very exciting player, and I'm glad Multan Sultans have gone with someone like that. Two people I still haven't mentioned. Both of them have Sohail in their name. Sohail Khan, who is always great in Pakistan. He's going to be an asset to this Multan Sultan side. And then Sohail Maqsood, who has he just gets up and just performs every single time. Yes, not always in the PSL, but domestically, he does a very good job. He smashed loads of sixes this season in the National T20 and in the Pakistan Cup, even a little bit in the Qadi Trophy. So, yes, there are different formats, but he is in some sort of form. So it's great to see. And then last but not least, Suhail Tanveer, who is just an absolute beast when it comes to T20 cricket with the ball, sometimes with the bat, but mostly with the ball. So Suhail Khan and Suhail Tanveer opening the bowling for Multan Sultans would be fantastic to watch. And they have Imran Khan Sr. if they want to bring in a like for Suhail Khan. Last but not least, Lahore Qalandars. Oh, the biggest name on there. Can you imagine, right? One of the biggest names in the world right now in T20 cricket, 100% definitely, is Rashid Khan. And he's right there in the center of your screen right now. He has been so good. He has been so good for the last 4 or 5 years now since he started playing cricket. And he's played cricket all around the world now. Okay. Yes, there is news that maybe Rashid Khan won't be here for the entirety of the season. But there's conflicting news because I've heard that the Afghanistan Zimbabwe series is cancelled. So therefore, Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi, Mujibur Rahman won't be leaving. However, there is another piece of news that's telling me that no, that series might still be on. And Afghanistan have only given Rashid Khan a non-compete just for 2 games. So uncertain of his availability. But if he stays, Lahore Qalandars' entire bowling looks very, very strong. They have Shaheen Afridi, they have Rashid Khan, they have Samit Patel who can come in and take wickets for fun. I expect him just to be there as a batting all-rounder, but he's very, very important to the bowling side of things as well. You have a young player like Zaid Alam, Ahmed Danyal, Maz Khan, all of them very, very good players and very new to the scene. So I would love to see them actually play or get a chance in the 11 for a little bit of time just to see how they can, how they cope with this pressure and this scrutiny that people give on the PSL. You have Mohammad Fazan, who was playing decently well, but not crucial to the Lahore Qalandars side. And then you have the captain, Sohail Akhtar, who has been absolutely gobsmackingly amazing in the T10. So he's got some form in him right now. So he'll be up for it. Same with Mohammad Hafiz. Mohammad Hafiz had the best year in T20 internationals last year. He was the highest scorer. His batting average in T20s was like 89. He had one of the best T20 international years that I've seen of any player. So he batted so well. You have their core back as well. I talked about Samit Patel. I talked about Mohammad Hafiz, Shaheen Afridi, but David Wisa is there once again. He is their like poster boy, for lack of a better term. He's always there. He's always performing. And at least every season he comes up and has 2 innings where he takes the game away from the opposition and helps Lahore Qalandars win. Even if it's with the ball or the bat, he does it every season. Dilbar Hussain is finally fit, which is great news because Dilbar Hussain, Shaheen Afridi, and Haris Shroff, if all 3 of them play together, that's a side and a half in terms of the bowling. Goodness me. Ben Dunk, their wicketkeeper and explosive batsman, he's been a bit hit and miss since, he burst on the PSL scene last time, but now he has been a bit down and out, but let's see if he can get it back up, and hopefully that would be great news for Lahore Qalandars. 2 other people I want to talk about: Zishan Ashraf, a very, very exciting prospect. He was with Multan Sultans earlier, but now he's with Lahore Qalandars. He might actually be the replacement wicketkeeper in case Ben Dunk does start to fail for Lahore. And then we have Salman Ali Agha, or Agha Salman, as he's known for as of late. He is someone who has performed well in the Pakistan Cup, who has performed well in the Quaid-e-Azam Trophy, and performed well domestically over the last couple of years. So an exciting player for sure. I love the way he bowls, but really I love the way he bats because he has such a strong sense of self. He's been batting very well wherever he bats, right? It's aggressive, it's to the point, and he's just smashing it all over the place. And the final player I want to talk about, no one talks too much about him as of late, but Fakhar Zaman, man, he's had a very, very good PSL career, okay? He's hit 100 before. He has a batting average of 34, I believe. He is a very, very good batsman. Definitely, even in the Pakistan Cup, I think he was batting fairly well. Yes, he doesn't score too many hundreds, but he did score 250s. And at the end of it, he was one of the stars of his side. So I'm quite glad that Lahore Qalandars have stuck with him. I know there was news that he was going to go, then he came back. So definitely this season is going to be very exciting for all these sides. Lahore Qalandars might have a good shot. Something similar to what they did last season. They just got up. Someone said this to me, and I agree with this. Lahore Qalandars is Pakistan, right? They have so many stars, but then they are very up and down. And this season might be the season that there might be a lot more ups than downs. So let's see how it goes. But honestly, this specific PSL 6 is going to be brilliant. I'm super excited. Last but not least, thank you everyone for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. Thought I should release something about the PSL, but you know, the guest I was going to have wasn't available. But thank you for watching. Please do let me know if you are excited about the PSL, who you're most excited about, and which players should we be looking out for. I might be doing a video where I look into each side and pick one bowler and one batsman who is going to be their star this season. So please keep a watch out for that. And yeah, thank you once again for watching. And until next time, please take care.